Our body needs food to provide it with energy, vitamins, and minerals. However, in order to use food, we must first break it down into substances that the organs and cells in our body can use. This is the job of our digestive system, and we use it daily. The digestive system acts in stages to digest our food, and each stage is important and prepares the food for the next stage. The mouth is the beginning of the digestive tract. First the food enters and there is mechanical digestion, which involves the movement of teeth by chewing, and also chemical digestion, which involves saliva that contains an enzyme called amylase, which breaks down starch. Then it goes to the epiglottis, which is a cartilage that prevents you from choking. When we breathe, it opens, and when we swallow, it closes. Then it goes to the esophagus, which is a muscular tube that makes food travel to the stomach through muscle contractions called peristalsis. Once in the stomach, food components break down so later they can be absorbed. In there, different cells are located. The first one is parietal cells, which release hydrochloric acid, and these are the gastric juices, which have a pH of 2. The other ones are chief cells, which release pepsin, that is an enzyme that breaks down proteins. When these are inactive enzymes, they are called pepsinogen, and they are activated by hydrochloric acid to convert it into pepsin. When it leaves the stomach, food is in the consistency of a liquid or paste. From there, the food moves to the small intestine. In the small intestine, which is the major organ of the digestion and absorption, the process of breaking down food happens by using enzymes released by the pancreas and bile from the liver. These enzymes include the lipase, amylase, and protease. The liver's function is to secrete surfactants in bile to break up liquid droplets. Another important part of the digestive system is the gallbladder, which stores and concentrates bile and then releases it into the duodenum to help absorb the digested fats. The small intestine is divided into 3 sections. The first one is the duodenum, where most absorption of nutrients, especially of iron, happens. The second section is the jejunum, which involves the absorption of small particles of food and nutrients that were digested by enzymes in duodenum. The third and last section of the small intestine is the ileum, and its major function is to absorb any nutrients that were not absorbed in the preceding sections. Then it goes to the large intestine, that will reabsorb water. It also may have many bacteria. An interesting fact is that the stomach and the intestine have 4 layers, which are serosa, muscle layer that is divided into longitudinal and circular muscle, submucosa, and mucosa. After it passes the large intestine, all of this process ends up in the rectum, and here there is elimination of feces.